It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra.
Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. They get to Gibbs on the option. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They're throwing it. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They are throwing it again. Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. On first down, it's Gibbs. No one around. He's got space. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. One after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play fake here. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Option give to Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now Daniels to throw. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 4. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. He's got him. That's Addison. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings break the tie here in the 1st. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Daniels now. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. And we will not get it. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go again with Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Taylor now up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10 now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. They've got 1st down from the 31. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Commanders have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's a bootleg for him. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Their punter making his way out now. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun. He'll get this to Jefferson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. From the gun on 3rd down. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We send a man in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders. Looking at 2nd and 3. From the 37. Taylor makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Tight end going in motion here. Now Daniels off the play action. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Trying again following the set. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Here's a throw. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by Deion Henley. From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing it again here. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Third and goal. He keeps it left on the option. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Washington. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. A run here with Taylor. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits him on the out route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They give to Gibbs on the option. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hockenson reels it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back now, pressure on its way. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's the hit. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Motioning left is their running back. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Vikings go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Daniels. And the Vikings rush brings him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 47-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Driving across the 15-yard line. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Daniels from the pistol. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the... So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. He's got a man left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A give to Gibbs. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down. From midfield now. Searches from the pocket. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go again with Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Taylor again. And he's brought down after a short gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's complete inside the 35. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? It gets him the first on 4th down. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense right. The Vikings pick up the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
It's the National Football League on EA.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And they wanted to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
Now McCarthy.
On the screen, this is Mason. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Shreds the tackle. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. This 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal is right.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Here's McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Open man right side is St. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups who check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Mason going to get it on 1st down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Third down, here's Mason.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. This a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's 2nd and 8.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
The Lions at 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Running left, Mason.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right.
To the right side and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
McCarthy off the play fake.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out in Denver. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Najee Harris, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake here on first down.
Locating St. Brown for another catch.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In motion, the tight end. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the right goes Mason. And he'll get it inside the 35. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Mason.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Mason.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That pass complete to Moore.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Will Weichert on for the Vikings field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jonathan Grenard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scoop. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery,
McCarthy, a check down here to Jones.
the completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Throwing after the interception, McCarthy. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To the air again, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On the give, it's Mason. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Vikings.
To the air with McCarthy.
This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Complete to Rondale Moore. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Jonathan Grenard getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.